Frieren is really like me, unorganized.
Oh, you are? I
Yeah,
am
I'm not.
too.
I didn't like him when he showed up in the story.
Yeah, I get the feeling. Yes, I was like, why is he the great hero?
You get to know them, and you get to know the different side of characters.
Digging Japanese pop. I'm Cody, and
Yoshi here. Hello, everyone.
hello. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much. In this podcast, we, two Japanese people, are talking about Japanese pop culture like manga, anime, and novels and such. And we are going to talk about Frieren,
Frieren, Beyond Journey's End.
Beyond Journey's End.
Yes, because the second season of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, is coming out very soon. Probably like very soon, early next year.
Yeah. I just finished reading until the up until 7th volume of manga series. And I think it is the end of season 1.
Yes,
right?
I think so. Yes.
So I'd like to explore more about the season 1's episodes, and I think Kaori-san's really love the series, right?
Yes, I love this series so much. I've been watching the anime and reading the manga like the whole time.
And we've read the whole series, right?
Yes, I
Oh.
have.
Okay, don't spoil it. Don't spoil anything.
I know. I might be like too carried away and I might spoil it, so I'll be careful. But the manga is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is. I've actually read it like I think 2 years ago or something, up until like 6th volume or something. And at that time, I liked the series, but I wasn't really into it. But now I feel like it is really a it's such detailed, and like every character's really like depicted with with details that I love so much so far.
I mean, of course, as you said, there are so many compelling, like amazing, fascinating characters in the story. And to give a quick overview, the story is set in the world after the Demon King has been defeated.
Yeah.
And it follows an elf mage on a journey of getting to know people. So, as we said, there are so many amazing, just appealing, like very fantastic characters in the story. So we'd like to talk about how we view those characters.
Yeah.
And we'll try to focus on up through like maybe season 1.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be spoiler. As we said, there are wonderful characters in the story. And I think one of the major reasons why this series is so loved by people is because of them.
Who's your favorite character?
I'd have to say,
or characters?
I mean, of course I love all the characters, but
if
I have to pick one, I'm probably gonna pick Frieren.
Oh, she's my favorite character too.
Oh, really?
She's
She's such a adorable
great. She's
character, right?
Great character.
Yes.
She has so much story. I mean, we've seen almost her entire life through the series, right?
Yes.
And it just I can resonate with her so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, well, she's really polite mage, right?
Right. I mean, just for the information, she is the apprentice of Frieren. Apprentice of Frieren.
Oh, I think she was adopted by Haita when she was really little, and after that, she became a apprentice of Frieren.
Yes.
And I love, well, it is really teeny tiny detail, but in Japanese, the way she talks kind of changes throughout the time.
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning, when she was really little and just after adopted by Haita, well, she always speaks polite, but it felt like she speaks too polite when she was little, because it's, well, in Japanese, it is like you say blah 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 de gozaimasu instead of blah 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 desu. And the rule of thumb in polite Japanese is just if you make things longer, it makes things politer, right?
Yeah, it makes things sound politer. Yeah.
Yeah. She was really polite. Well,
Mhm.
it's almost overly polite in the beginning. But she, a little by little, she doesn't speak like that. And she speaks, well, like modern people.
Mm.
So at the beginning, she almost speaks like she serve people,
Mm.
right? Like maid or like servant kind of
Mm.
way of talking. But after that, she just become just as friends, but she respects some people, respect other people, and she talks like that. And I love how she changed I'm not sure it was intended,
Mm.
but I love how she changed the way she talks. And it's such tiny detail, but I love Fern so much.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah, I feel like I did see that change as
mhm.
well. And what I felt personally was that she was growing up as the
Yeah.
story goes by, and then she was
Uh-huh.
getting more confident about herself.
Mm. Yeah.
Because I think when she was just adopted by Hyder, at that
Mhm.
time she wasn't really confident about herself. And then as she travels with Frieren and other party members, she kind of like grew out of it and
Mhm.
she became more confident about herself. And I
Mm.
think that actually kind of shows in how she talks.
Yeah, and also she became, in charge of many things because
Hmm.
Frieren doesn't do
Yep.
anything. So
I mean, it's not anything, but she's very
yeah.
like unorganized and like she
Yeah.
cannot wake up in the morning. She
Hmm.
just can't
Hmm.
keep things organized, leaves her in room and like constant mess and stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
she is, yeah.
Frieren is, of course, she's the teacher of
Uh-huh,
or
yes.
master of
Hmm.
Fern, but at the same time she's like a child.
Yeah.
You have to take care of her.
And yeah, I mean, like, it's not really Fern's responsibility, but she still
Uh-huh.
does it. And that makes her so adorable at the same time.
Hmm. Yeah.
And also all these like gap thing that we see,
Hmm.
like between the expectation how they should be as a
Hmm.
character. Like if you're like a legendary mage, you gotta be able to do everything.
Mm.
That kind of expectation. But the
Yeah.
reality is so different in the
Hmm.
story, and I think that actually goes for most of the characters in the story, especially for Frieren.
I don't really know any like unorganized elf in fantasy world,
I never
right?
seen one. I never seen one up
Right?
until Frieren.
I mean, I don't read so much fantasy things, materials, but I like say the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Gandalf.
Yeah, Gandalf isn't. I think he's not an elf, but they are like
Oh, let's see the Lord of.
Galadriel or like
Yes,
elves.
yes,
They are highly sophisticated. They're organized. They're smart.
right. And then they live in this like wonderful,
Yeah.
magnificent building, like the
And
apartment or
there's
the
and there's no
household.
dust.
Yeah.
Dust there. Everything's just in order.
Hmm.
But Frieren
Yeah.
is really like me,
Hmm.
unorganized.
Oh, you are. I
Yeah,
am
I'm not.
too, but not that much, I guess.
Yeah, and that's why I love her so much.
Mm.
Yeah, like Frieren, I can resonate with her, but I still Fern is my favorite because the details and
Mm.
also the growing out of the less confident person
Mm.
thing is just really great.
Yeah, and also like she's a very like calm and highly capable kind of character.
Mm, yeah,
But
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
same time, she's also portrayed as like adorably, kind of like age appropriate sometimes. Like getting
Yeah.
grumpy or like acting like a mother figure in Frieren, but it's like she gets
Uh-huh.
so grumpy whenever Stark says something stupid to her.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's the relationship with them is
Mm.
so adorable. I'm
Yeah.
like, I feel like their parent. I'm like, just date. Just go on a date.
Yeah, I
I
know.
feel like that.
Like, why don't you just get together, like, and then go
Yeah.
out? But that kind of like a frustration that we feel from reading
Mhm.
their story is also kind of adorable, right?
I mean, there's a one time
Hmm.
I love that scene very much, and there's one time Stark
Hmm.
told Fern he wants to talk casually, not without like polite language. And Fang kind of talk casually with Stark, but he was like, "Oh, that's harsh." Now, just go back to the polite language. And she was like, "Oh, well, this dude, I cannot deal with this dude." And I love that scene so much, and I love her casual talk. I really love the way she talks, and
Yeah, because she can be very like straightforward, like way too
yeah,
straightforward sometimes.
yeah. I mean, she just normally she speaks polite, so
Mhm.
we cannot really feel that she's direct or like
Mhm.
harsh. We don't feel like that, but when she talks casually, she's harsh, and
Yeah,
I love that too. I love
it's
that
very funny
honesty.
to see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean all these characters. Yeah, Frieren of course, and also Fern and Stark. They
Hmm.
also have this kind of like gap moe kind of moment.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
So like what we see, like what
Hmm.
we expect for these
Hmm.
characters to be, and the reality of these characters are so
Mm.
different that we actually see those like gap.
Hmm.
And like it's called gap moe in Japanese.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
There
like
are so many gap moe
yeah.
things,
And then
moment
like
in this
Stark,
manga. Yeah.
right? Stark is like a warrior, right, with a
Uh huh.
powerful like physique,
Uh huh.
but he has this like very surprisingly kind of like a timid side,
Mm.
and he can get frightened by monsters like so easily sometimes.
Yeah, he always wants to run away.
Yeah. So like all these kind of like gap moe that we get to
Hmm.
see as
Hmm.
one of the charm of these characters, and it just I just love seeing those in the story, and it fits
Hmm.
so well in the story as well.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and then because it's fantasy, we usually like when we read something like fantasy themed manga, we
Hmm.
would expect something like flashy battles, like
Oh yes.
and all these like like very busy kind of battles like happening
Uh
throughout
huh.
the story. But it's this the Fury Run is so different from that
Hmm.
because it's the setting is after the Demon's King is defeated,
Mm.
and it's about the journey of Frieren trying to get to know how people think. So
Hmm.
it's has more like silentness in the story
Oh
throughout the story,
yeah. Like
and I love that.
calmness.
Hmm.
Yeah. That I feel that too. Yeah.
And it's just the like flashy, all these kind of like loud, high intensity battle
Hmm.
scenes. Instead of that, the series moves in the opposite direction
Hmm.
and unfolding the story with a calm, restrained tone. And like all these characters as well, like they really shout their emotions dramatically.
Oh
Instead,
yeah. I
they
get that
express
sense.
their
Hmm.
feelings plainly
Hmm.
and quietly, and they do that through conversation,
Hmm.
not through battles. It's so different
Yeah.
from like very typical kind of like fantasy. I'm not saying those like, flashy battles are bad or anything. I'm just saying like it's just so different.
Yeah. I
And I
mean,
love that atmosphere.
I love flashy battles or like
Hmm.
those kind of like you know like a cliffhangers or like
Hmm.
gripping story or gripping action. I love those kind of things too. But in Frieren, it is more focused on the calmness, or especially the examination of a class one mage thing.
Mm.
That whole exam or like
Hmm.
test,
Hmm.
I felt I mean, everyone's mage, so everyone's just, calm, and they, talk about their feelings, or they don't really shout out anything, but they just talk and talk and talk. And
Yeah.
I love that whole arc.
Yeah. And then also like when they get like attacked or like
Yeah, or like stabbed or like
yeah,
spear
and
through the stomach, they
they
are
still
like,
don't
oh,
scream. They
yeah, they
usually
don't.
talk
Yeah,
about what they're thinking.
they don't go like Dragon Ball, like "Ah!" or like, and not at all. They don't shout anything. They just when they stabbed, they were
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I'm stabbed,"
Yeah.
and it's just that calmness is just really good.
Yeah.
It calms me down too,
Hmm.
right? Especially after. Do you remember the scene after the exam where Relnan, the old mage, who served for.
Uh,
He suddenly showed up in front of Frieren and he just, sucker punched Frieren. Yeah, right.
mm-hmm.
Just suddenly started attacking her, and I was like, "What?" And I like, what kind of old dude is he? And I was really upset because it was
Mm-hmm.
surprising, and he seemed to be a kind person, and I felt betrayed, and I was
Yeah.
really upset. But like Freeran was like, "Oh, that's fine. Let's talk." And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, if she's okay with that, I can be okay with that." So it kind of
Mm.
calms me down, and it felt like I feel like it's just starting the meditation. It was like, oh, just if you're upset, just take a breath, talk it out, and
Yep.
just think about it. And I
Yeah.
felt like this manga feels like meditation all the
Mm.
time.
Yeah. As you said, like all these kind of like human drama is
Uh-huh.
depicted in like in such a grounded and realistic way,
Mm-hmm.
without all those like flashy kind of drama, like flashy kind of battles or like any sort of like screaming at each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like although this work is a fantasy series, just like it has such a strong emphasis on depiction of everyday life and
Mm-hmm.
quest
Mm-hmm.
like beyond the combat.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's like, yeah.
Do you feel like it's Japanese thing or like maybe Asian thing
Mm,
in general? Like compared to like say Hollywood movies, they usually have like battles, fights,
mm.
like they talk, but beyond their talk, that if they don't meet the agreement, they
Yeah,
just
they
started
rather
fighting,
fight.
right? Because that's the whole money shot, right?
Mm.
That's the whole thing. The
Yeah, I get
action
that.
sequences,
I
they're
think it
focusing on
just,
the action, but
yeah, I'm
Free
not really
Ren,
sure if it's like really, really Japanese. I think it's just
uh-huh.
the charms of mangas. Because
Right,
if
right,
they
right,
do
right.
it like this for like kind of like action movies or
Mm-hmm,
like
mm-hmm,
fantasy movies, it could look a little too much conversation, you
mm-hmm.
know? But because it's manga, they can do it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
that's true, that's true. I mean, you can read the long line within like just 5 seconds or like two
Mm-hmm.
seconds, but when you see it in movies or anything, it
Mm.
feels really long. I feel
It
that. I
could,
feel that too.
yeah. It
It
could
could
be
feel
that way.
long. Yeah, 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 yeah.
But in terms of that, like adapting this series in animation, I think they
Mm-hmm.
did such a great work.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, it could be boring,
Yeah, 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 it could
but
feel long. Yeah.
it doesn't feel long in animation either.
Mm.
Just their adaptation into anime, I think it was just a wonderful job that they did. And also just reading back to
Uh-huh.
the manga, like coming back to manga after watching anime, you get to understand all these characters a lot better. That's what I
Mm.
felt like. I read the manga and I was like, oh, this is amazing, and they're making anime. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was wonderful. And then I came back to manga and read it once again. And I was like, kind of noticed like more things in the
Mm.
story.
Right, right,
And
right.
I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, it has so many like dots to connect.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to read back and find the like detailed plots or like tiny things like a flower magic thing. It's I thought it was just a tiny, oh, it's just a useless magic thing in the beginning, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like a recurring theme,
Mm-hmm.
and it always has like really great memories of Freeren,
Yeah.
and so many of great memories. It's
Yeah.
related to so
Mm.
many great memories of Freeren, and it just I love to look back, read back, and also I haven't watched the anime yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see how it's adapted to anime.
Mm. You
Actually,
haven't you haven't watched the whole thing for anime.
no,
Okay.
I actually haven't watched any anime series. I've just
Oh, you
read the
haven't?
manga.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I don't. I'm actually not sure about the pronunciation of these
Some of the
characters in
characters.
English,
Mm.
right? Because we read it in Japanese.
Mm.
So Faron is Frieren.
Right.
Stark is Stark. So I love to see how it's pronounced,
Yeah.
how those names are pronounced.
I mean, all these kind of like, like freelance, as you said earlier, one of the purposes of Frieren journey is her hobby of collecting magic.
Oh yeah,
And the
that's
spells she gathers are like,
sounds like a gamer.
yeah, they're like
Right?
very like they look or they sound like kind of useless for combat. And so it's like,
Oh yeah,
she loves collecting magics that's like cleans dirty clothes or like conjures like shaved eyes or something like that. Like very, very useful kind of, I mean, useless stuff.
Some of them kind of
Yeah, might be
can be
but
useful.
many of them just sound kind of useless, right?
Yeah.
But in the story, all these useless spells, they bring smiles to the people that she meets along the way.
Oh yeah.
And give them the moments to laugh together and, add their own silliness. Like through this, like it just kind of, I felt like that's what makes like all these like silly, useless things are what truly enriches life. All these like tiny little things that we have in life. And in this story, I think it depicts that so well through characters and through the story. And I love seeing that. I think that's why it's so calm yet entertaining.
Right. It's like the story also have like gap moe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? It start with the silly thing, but it actually have something behind those silly things, and it ends with really great story, and it makes you feel like you want to live this moment, right? More focus on you.
Yeah.
Makes you focus on now, and just it's really great story.
Yeah. I mean, it
I
just
love how.
gives.
Oh, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no. Go ahead.
Oh, I love how each episode more. I think most of the episodes are like self-contained or like episodic, and not with like a cliffhanger. So you can actually stop reading anytime you want. So I can do like one episode for per day thing, and so I can do it's like meditation. You can do it once a day. You can read one episode a day, and you just calms you down, and you want to makes yourself feel like
I mean,
focusing
in
on
terms
now.
of that, I heard that the author was actually asked to write something like a comedy kind of one shot kind of
Oh
manga based on the
yeah.
Demon King.
Yeah.
That
Like
was the order, right? That was a request the author got. And then the author actually wrote Frieren. And then they were like, "Oh, this is interesting. This is really good. So we're just gonna go with this." So I
mean,
think that's
it's not
might
what
be the reason.
yeah, it's not what they ordered, but still, as long as it's good.
Yeah, and it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, it's just more than good. It's just great,
Yes.
great series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, all these characters. Yes.
Speaking of Gap Moe, I love Himmel.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god, I do too.
I
No.
didn't like him
Uh-huh.
when he showed up in the story. I mean, in the
yeah, I
first,
get the feeling. Yes.
right?
I was like,
In the
why is
first.
he the great hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that way too.
He's like portrayed as really handsome guy. He's just brave. He's just a hero. He's like, and the way he talks is also like really handsome guy talk in Japanese.
Yeah.
I usually don't like those kind of characters.
I mean,
But
it's very narcissist.
yeah.
It's very narcissist and like actually eccentric kind of narcissist. And he wanted all those like statues of himself all over the world.
Yeah, he has a weird taste of
yeah
beauty or like vanity kind of thing, and I didn't like him that much in the beginning. But as the story goes on, he's just a great guy.
Yep.
He's just totally 100% great guy.
Yes.
100% handsome, and
Mm.
just great to Frieren.
Mm.
Also, that they have so many good memories.
Yeah.
Like
We
I
get to
love the
see that
episode of
through the Freeren's flashback.
yeah, I love the episode of the ring thing.
The ring.
The Himmel gave her the ring with I forgot the name
Oh.
of the flower, but this is just a tiny episode, but it's a tiny flashback. But
Mm.
I love how just great guy he is, and
Yep.
I feel silly like hating him
Mm.
just because he's handsome, and
Yeah.
I was just envy.
And also, because he wanted the statue of himself like all over the world. And I was
Hmm.
like, how narcissist is he? It was like, wow. But then
Yeah,
as the
yeah, yeah,
story
yeah.
went by, I kind of realized like this
Hmm.
behavior, like what he wanted was,
Hmm.
it was rooted a deep kindness of him. And
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
wanted like that his party members, especially Frieren, he wanted them not to feel alone in the future, so they can
Mm-hmm.
actually visit his statue to look back on their journey.
I mean,
So I
I
was like,
still feel like the 70% of him thinks just I love my statues, so I want to
that could be
build
so,
them
yes.
everywhere. Yeah, but like 30% maybe or like
Mm.
more, it is for Freerun, and I
Yeah, he
just
wanted to leave something for them to
yeah
look back on.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I love him so. I became to love him so much, and this is one of the great part of a what I love about
Mm.
free runs, the series as a
Yes.
series. You get to know them, and you get to know the different side of characters,
Yes.
and I
Especially,
love this
yeah.
series so much in that way.
Mm-hmm. And please, I mean, these are our kind of favorite characters, so
Mm.
please let us know if you have if you have your favorite characters or your own
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
interpretations and thoughts on those characters, please let us know in the comments. We love to see your thoughts. And the anime series is coming up next year, and I'm very excited to that. I'm
Hmm.
excited for that. But if you watch the anime, which is already out the season 1 is already out, and if you watch the anime and then read the manga once again, I'm sure you'll find something new about those characters. And you get to
Mm.
find like all these like tiny details put into the manga.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
please do that. We highly recommend to go back to manga once again because it's just great.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this podcast is supported by a manga app called Emaki, and we did introduce Free Run Beyond Journey's End. It is available on Emaki, so please check that in the description. The link is on the description, so please check that out. And also, please do not forget to follow us and rate
Yes.
and leave the comment.
Yeah, leave the comment. Tell us which gap
Yes,
is
the
just
gap and
your
more.
favorite. Yeah, the
Yes,
favorite gap more in this
yes,
series. Let us know. Let us know.
yes. Please let us know. All right, so
Yeah.
see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.